What Harley Davidson for a new rider? Catch you inside. RevelatorAlf. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you're enjoying the channel and the series of videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. So in this video I'm talking about new motorcycle riders. Inexperienced, maybe young, maybe old, doesn't really matter. They are either returning after a very long break, or they've never ridden motorcycles before apart from getting their license. Which Harley Davidson should they choose if Harley Davidson is going to be their motorcycle of choice? Well, if you'd asked me 6 months ago, I probably would have said a couple of motorcycles. I would have said I'd direct you towards the street, the 500 or the 750, or I would have gone to the Sportster, the 883. Not only for size, but also of power, but also of it's light and easier to handle. But now things are changing. Harley Davidson as a company are changing. The model lineup is changing. Street is gone or going. The Sportster is going the same way as well. So if you're talking about a brand new motorcycle, what can you do? Well, you can right now still get a Sportster. So that would still be my first choice. But I would actually say to a brand new rider, going to a Harley Davidson, say don't go and buy new. Go into the used market and still go for those streets or for those Sportsters. That would be my advice. However, if you're adamant that you really wanted a Harley Davidson and you really can't afford, let's say, to buy outright a used motorcycle, you want to go for a finance deal, for example, so you think, actually, I could pay this off bit by bit, and a hire purchase agreement or a lease agreement or whatever it is, and you say, right, I need to go and buy a new one. Okay, that's your choice. Then actually I would direct you to one of the lighter weight Softails. Now I'm talking primarily here of the Softail Standard and the Street Bob. Now the Softail Standard is the bare basic motorcycle of the Softail range. There aren't many extras on there, and it would be ideal motorcycle for an entry-level rider, but also it's compact, it's slender, and it's relatively lightweight as well, so you'll get a lot of joy and a lot of mileage out of that motorcycle. If you wanted to step up to the Street Bob, a little bit more extra styling as well, therefore you've still got exactly the same motorcycle, but with just a little bit more. What I would say is this, is stay away from any of the big motorcycles, certainly in the Softail range and certainly in the Tour range as well. A new rider should not be riding those. This is not necessarily based upon size or power delivery. It's really about you finding your feet with a new motorcycle, with a new brand, what really appeals to you. I would say save the money, save your investment for a quality used motorcycle, say a Sportster or a Street, and get a motorcycle that fits you first of all, then decide in which direction you're going to go. If you're adamant you want to buy a new motorcycle for financing options, then I would go for the Softail Standard or the Street. If the Sportster is not available, as I say, it really depends where you're in the world right now and going into 2021. So if the entry-level motorcycles, whatever they are from Harley Davidson at the time, if you're watching this in the future, of course, that's what you really need to go for. Something that's lower on power, it's lower in weight, and it's a more simplified bike. Go for that first of all. Get a few miles under your belt, a few thousand miles under your belt. Get the experience of riding short distances, long distances, in all sorts of different kind of weather conditions, and then progress from there. There's never a rush to go for the really big fast motorcycles or the more powerful motorcycles, depending on which brand you go for, whether it's Suzuki, Kawasaki, Triumph, or a Harley Davidson, whatever it is. There's never a rush to go for the big bikes. You start off small, build up incrementally, so always go for those light bikes. Now, as a preference, I would always say if you're a brand new rider to any motorcycle brand, I would say go for a motorcycle that gives you a more upright riding position, and it also gives you a wider handlebar as well, wider handlebar grips as well. That's going to give you more authority when you want to steer, when you want to maneuver the bike about as well. And then having something that's more of an upright position, maybe mid-mounted controls, will be a more natural position for you to be able to learn how to control the weight and control the motorcycle in general. Having something that's really uncomfortable or takes a seasoned rider to be able to jump onto another bike, that will be really difficult for a new rider to get onto. It's not saying that you can't, and you can do anything that you want to, but I'm saying this kind of riding position, upright riding position, might be better. That's why something like a Sportster or a Softail Standard or a Street 500 or the 750 that they were producing actually kind of lent itself to that style of riding as well. But times are changing now. Harley Davidson are introducing the liquid-cooled engine. They are going to be making smaller displacement variants of that, and also bigger displacement variants of that. And then they're going to build chassis based around that engine as well. So there's going to be lots of options for entry-level riders, more experienced riders as well, and in lots of different styles. So when you're watching this in the future, you may have that option to get the liquid cooled engine and start off on a 500, and then you can build it up to a 750, 975, 1250 as you get more experience. So there could be a lot more latitude, especially for a new rider in the future. Well, I hope you found that useful. There are a couple of videos coming at the end of this one. Check those out, but don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, and I'll catch you again on another video. Bye now.